Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Tutu Atwell.
29 yards.
And the Rams will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, Winston.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing,
touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter.
And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
That's complete to Troutman right side.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. The throw over the middle taken in, and this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. And quickly, they get to the line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff, Henderson, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back up to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This looks like a free play for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, they'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Throwing, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Winston now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, Henderson. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Darrell Henderson,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
no return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston got his man complete over the middle. It's Hawkins.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now here's a throw that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Winston. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.